special challenge or something. I'm so wavy like I'm walking on the ocean or something. Wishing they was in my skin like they my lotion or something.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return to net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Saints 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
This defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Barber loses it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Off the play fake. Barber. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The kicker on.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great... Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a 20-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down by...
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Prescott. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Into the first quarter.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer.
The kicker.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
26 Mike. Watch the pass.
Here's Pollard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 35 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block runs.
Guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barber flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Barber. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football. Because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Barber. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Come on now.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Cowboys 31, Saints 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
It got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Good.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 75 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Lamb on the end around. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, as a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Barber. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barber. Now they go screen, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off play action, Barber. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Prescott off play action. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
3 and out.
They're going to try and throw. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? but instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
I
saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Here we go, 46. Check his mic. Ready? Ready for his mic.
Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. 15's the mic. 15's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Barber. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, Barber. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barber. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dak Prescott.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw on 2nd down. Barber. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 4. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 34. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, 47.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
We want it. Come on, 47. 95 Mike. Watch 95.
Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Saints 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Barber. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Now Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barber flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Barber. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
At the 40.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Prescott here to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
14.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that